Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got issue 48 of How Shared Part Works Build the Terminator. So this is one of those issues when you pick it up you think I'm not going to have a lot to do in this issue, but when you actually get the parts home and you read the magazine, you see that you're going to be bringing these two parts that you get this week and we're going to be combining them with all the parts we've had over the last few weeks. So basically we get 3 different sets of screws, and what we're going to be doing, we're going to be taking the center cage that we built last week and we're going to be attaching the left and the right pelvis to that, and then we're going to be adding some details on the top, and then we're going to be screwing it all together till basically we end up with something that looks a little like that at the end. So yeah, pretty straightforward. Next week we get the same as what we got this week and a few extra details. So yeah, let's get these parts open and start building issue 48. Okay, so first thing off, what we're going to need to do is we're going to bring back this side of the pelvis which was assembled in issue 45, and also the center frame. So what it wants us to do is it wants us to use these 2 points here, one either side. So we've got this one here and this one here, and what we're going to do is on just above this little lip just here, we've got a little hole there, and just underneath this one here there's a little hole there. So we're going to line that up, and then our screw point is going to be just here. So all we have to do is push that in there, connecting it up. It can be quite a tight fit, but then just clip it together, make sure it goes all the way in, just like that. Now it wants us to bring in this piece, what we got this week, and this piece has got a curvature section on it just here. So what we're going to want this at the top, and with these raised edges facing up the way, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to slide this into here just like that, and that's going to just sit there while we bring the next piece of the pelvis in. And all we've got to do is exactly mirror the image of this side, but we've got to fit these 2 pins in as well. So we've got to try and get all 4 in just like that and give it a good squeeze together. We want it fully in because we're going to be putting some screws in the moment. So that's that. Next, it wants us to apply some screws into these points here. So these are going to be the bigger of the screws. So get yourself one of the bigger screws. Pick any one of the 4 holes you like. You might want to give the parts a little squeeze just here, just to make sure the holes are lined up. But then you want to start screwing away and getting these in. So there's only 4 to do, so let's get them in now. Number 2, number 3. I had to give them a little squeeze there, the hole weren't completely lined up. There we go. And now the last one is just going to drop straight into there, just like that. And that's what you should have with all 4 of these screws in place. So next, what we're going to want to do is we've got 2 holes just down here for some screws. So there's one hole here and there's one here, just there, those 2 there. What you're going to want to do is you want to take the smaller of the screws, which is the 4mm screws, and you're going to want to put one of each either side. So let's get the first one in. Try and get a good angle for you. That's the first one, and now the second one. Just down there. Just like that. And you should have 2 screws, one here and one here, just there. Okay, so next it wants us to turn the assembly over, and we're going to be putting 2 of the bigger screws again into these 2 holes on the outer side here and here. So let's do that now. And this is looks like it's missing a step on here because it doesn't tell us to use the 2x6mm screws in this issue, even though we got them with this issue. So I don't know if that's a mistake on their part, but you can quite clearly see it's the only point we haven't fastened down yet. So I'll show you where they're going to go now. So we've fastened all points of this cage together, but this point here and this point here. So I gather they are for the last screws we've got remaining. So let's bring them in and stick them together. So one's going to go this side, screw all the way down to there, and the very last screw is going to go on the opposite side. If you can get the screw in, just there like that, and that's us done with all the screws for this issue. We do have one left of each spare. Okay, so once you've got this part fully assembled and you used all your screws, we're left with one piece, which is the last piece which we received this week. So with this piece, we've got two holes, one either side, just here and here. And what we're going to want to do is they're going to marry up to these 2 points on here. So we're going to want to apply a little bit of glue on either one of these 2 points here. So I've got already in my little tub that came with this week some glue and a cocktail stick. You don't have to use a cocktail stick with this one, but I am. So I just want to smother it all around the pin, get it all covered on both of these points, there and there, and do one more background here. And all we have to do is flip this over, line up with the middle hole, slot that down, and keep pushing, and eventually it will get pushed into place. I'll try and line up this lip so it's flush all the way down until it looks like that on the back. Very nice. It's all nice and flush here, and all the way around here is all nice and flush, and then at the front it looks a bit like that. So we've got the detail that we put in and we glued on these two last week. Now we've got that enclosed in here. So now with that area now made, this is sort of a little tease of what we've done so far. So this is the upper half that we've already done, and this is going to sit roughly around about here. So this section here will probably have something sat on it to accompany the big screw that we've got left over from the bottom of the vertebrae. So that's probably going to attach onto there and squish all these together. So yeah, very nice. As I said before, next week we're going to have this section here, which is going to go on the opposite side just here, and then this section here will probably be the crotch area just here. So that's it, guys. That's it for this week. So yeah, join me again next week when we take a look at the next issue, number 49. Hope you liked this video. If you did, please remember to hit that subscribe button and click the like button next to it as well. Also, leave a comment down below. Let me know how you're getting on with your Terminator build so far, or any of the builds that we're doing. We're also doing the DeLorean and the Ecto one. If you haven't seen any of them, make sure you go back and check it out. There's playlists on my channel, so go and check them out too. Till next time, guys. Take care. See you later.